If you've ever experienced the coldness of an avoidant partner, you know how painful it can be. Their emotional detachment can feel dismissive, even cruel, leaving you wondering, do they even care about me? But what if this behavior is more damaging than it seems? Avoidant coldness isn't just about withholding affection. It can create a dynamic that deeply impacts your emotional health and the future of your relationship. In this video, we'll explore why avoidants behave this way, why their coldness can be more harmful than you realize, and what you can do to protect yourself while navigating this challenging dynamic. Avoidant partners often appear cold because they've learned to protect themselves from emotional vulnerability. This detachment isn't necessarily intentional. It's a defense mechanism designed to keep them safe from the perceived risks of closeness. For many avoidants, intimacy is associated with discomfort or loss of control, so they distance themselves to avoid feeling overwhelmed. Their coldness can manifest in various ways: ignoring your emotional needs, dismissing important conversations, or withdrawing during moments of conflict. While these behaviors might seem indifferent or calculated, they're often rooted in their own fears and insecurities. Unfortunately, this emotional shutdown can feel deeply personal, leaving you feeling unseen and unvalued. The coldness of an avoidant partner isn't just frustrating, it can have a profound impact on your mental and emotional health. Over time, their lack of emotional availability can make you question your worth and doubt your instincts. You might start suppressing your own feelings, walking on eggshells to avoid triggering their withdrawal, or working overtime to earn their affection. This dynamic can lead to a cycle of self-sacrifice that erodes your confidence and sense of self. What makes this behavior even more harmful is its subtlety. Unlike overt conflict, avoidant coldness operates in the shadows, often leaving you unsure of what's wrong or how to fix it. This ambiguity can create a form of emotional gaslighting, where you start blaming yourself for the distance in the relationship and minimizing your own needs. In the long run, this kind of dynamic can prevent you from experiencing the emotional intimacy and security that are essential for a healthy, fulfilling relationship. It keeps you stuck in a state of longing and frustration, always hoping for a breakthrough that never quite comes. Avoidant coldness doesn't just affect you, it impacts the relationship as a whole. When one partner consistently withdraws or dismisses emotional connection, it creates an imbalance that's difficult to overcome. The lack of open communication and vulnerability can lead to misunderstandings, unresolved conflicts, and a growing sense of disconnection. This dynamic can also make it harder to build trust. Without emotional reciprocity, you may feel like you're always giving but never receiving, which can breed resentment over time. Even if your avoidant partner cares about you, their inability to engage emotionally can make the relationship feel one-sided and unsteady. While you can't force your avoidant partner to change, there are ways to address their coldness in a constructive way. Start by acknowledging your own feelings and needs. It's important to validate your emotions and remind yourself that their behavior isn't a reflection of your worth. Your needs for connection and intimacy are valid, and it's okay to want more from your relationship. When addressing their behavior, approach the conversation with empathy rather than blame. Instead of saying, "You're always so cold and distant," try framing it as, "I've been feeling disconnected lately, and I'd love for us to find ways to strengthen our connection." This approach invites dialogue without triggering their defenses. Setting boundaries is another crucial step. If their coldness consistently leaves you feeling neglected or unsupported, make it clear what you need to feel valued in the relationship. For example, you might say, "I need open communication and emotional support to feel connected. Is that something we can work on together?" Boundaries aren't about changing them. They're about protecting your emotional health. At the same time, focus on building your own sense of emotional resilience. Spend time with people who uplift and support you. Pursue activities that bring you joy, and consider seeking therapy to process your feelings. The stronger you feel within yourself, the less power their coldness will have over you. If your avoidant partner is unwilling to engage, take accountability, or make an effort to address their coldness, it's worth considering whether the relationship is meeting your needs. Love shouldn't feel like a constant struggle to be seen or valued. If their behavior consistently leaves you feeling hurt and unfulfilled, stepping back may be the healthiest choice. Walking away from a relationship with an avoidant partner can be incredibly difficult, especially if you've invested time and energy into trying to make it work. But choosing to prioritize your own emotional well-being isn't a failure. It's an act of self-respect. Your avoidant partner's coldness might feel like a personal rejection, but it's often a reflection of their own fears and insecurities. While you can't change their behavior, you can choose how to respond. By validating your own emotions, setting healthy boundaries, and focusing on your emotional health, you can navigate this dynamic in a way that protects your well-being. And if the relationship continues to feel unbalanced, remember, you deserve a love that feels warm, supportive, and reciprocal. If you'd like to learn more about attachment styles and how they impact relationships, I've written several books that explore these dynamics and provide practical tools for creating healthier connections. You'll find the links in the description below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your experiences or questions in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts.